Hello, friends. Welcome back to a new lesson, to a new day, and hopefully to a new attitude for learning. So, our lesson today is going to be about showing possession. That's right. My name is Judith Bruson, and I welcome you to my channel. And as usual, our lesson is aligned to the Edge Curriculum Level A, Unit 4, Cluster 1. Okay? Well, let us go ahead and begin. So this is what we are going to be doing today. How do I show possession? That is our essential question. Okay? So as you can see over here, one way is to use possessive nouns to show possession. Okay? So, because there are other ways. So, use a possessive noun to show that someone owns or possesses something. Okay? So, here I have a beautiful chart that comes right out of our curriculum, our book. However, let's go ahead and unpack that. Okay? So, we're going to walk step by step on how to show possessions with nouns. Got it? Okay. So what are possessives? Well, possessives show ownership, right? They show something belongs to someone or something. In other words, they possess something. For example, if we want to show that a book belongs to the boy, it will be stated the boy's book. The book does not own the boy. So the boy's book, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and look at it, okay? So one way to show possession is by using possessive nouns. Yeah, that's what we're doing right now, right? Now, there are different types of nouns. We have singular nouns and we have plural nouns. So right now, we are going to review forming singular possessive nouns, okay? And for that, we need apostrophe S, just like it's represented right there on the bottom, okay? So remember, we are going to target singular possessive nouns first, and we need apostrophe S. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at some examples so that it becomes a little more clear to us. Okay, here we go. Example number 1. Remember, singular possessive nouns, we need apostrophe S. This is one, and this is a mom. One, mom, one's mom, right? So the apostrophe S indicates that the mom belongs to one. Okay? Okay, let's look at another example. Here we go. And again, apostrophe S, singular possessive noun. So this is Buster and this is a bone. Buster, bone, apostrophe S, Buster's bone. This apostrophe S indicates that the bone belongs to Buster, the dog. That's right. Isn't he cute? I think he's really cute. So remember, friends, whenever we're making possessive nouns with a singular noun, we need to add what? Yes, we need to add apostrophe S. Now, let's go ahead and look at another type of nouns, and these are plural possessive nouns. Now, just remember that we have two types of plural possessive nouns. We have regular plural nouns, and we have irregular plural nouns. Okay? So, this is important because they follow total different rules. Okay? And it depends on the ending of the noun. So, we are going to go ahead and look at the irregular plural nouns first. Now, remember that for most irregular plural nouns, we do the same apostrophe s as we do for the singular possessive nouns. Let me go ahead and repeat that because this is very important. For most irregular plural nouns, we do the same apostrophe s as we do for the singular possessive nouns. The reason is because most of them do not end with an S. Okay? Now, if the noun ends with an S, the rule is different. And we are going to see that in just a few moments. Okay? So remember, this is for the plural nouns that do not end with an S. Okay? So let's go ahead and look at a few examples. Okay? Yes, apostrophe S. And here we go. So example number 1. So remember, apostrophe S for those plural nouns that are irregular and do not end with an S. So here we have a group of children. These are children, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 children, right? So definitely these are plural, more than one. And these are balloons. Again, plural balloons, they don't have to be plural, it could just be one, doesn't matter, okay? But now, children, balloons. Who owns who or what? Okay, so the children's, they own the balloons. So they are the possessors, they're the owners. So children's balloons. Now notice that we have apostrophe S after children to make it into a possessive noun. Okay, let's go ahead and look at another example. So here we have, remember, apostrophe S for those plural nouns that do not end with an S. So these are deer, and these are horns. We have 1, 2, 3 deer, right? And it does not end with an S, but it is plural because we have 3 of them there. And then the horns, again, they don't need to be plural, but they are. So deer, horns. Who owns what? Who possesses what? So the deer are the ones with the horns, right? So the deers possess the horns. So deer's horns. Okay, so let's repeat that. Let's say it together. Deer's horns. So we put the apostrophe S with the to the deer because the deer is the owner, or the deer are the owners of the horns. In this case, they're plural, right? Or it could be singular, it's the same thing. So let's go ahead and look at some other examples.
The people's houses are very big. Notice, people is plural, but it doesn't end with an S like most other plural words. So we can't just add an apostrophe at the end and call it good. Instead, we've got to do apostrophe S. How about this? The men's section is quite nice. Again, men is plural, but it doesn't end with an S like most other plural words. So we can't just add an apostrophe at the end. We've got to do apostrophe S. This one, the women's clothes aren't very cool. Again, women is plural, but it doesn't end with an S like most other plural words. So we cannot just add an apostrophe. We've got to add apostrophe S.
Let's continue now with the regular plural possessive nouns. Okay, so regular plural possessive nouns do not take an S after the apostrophe. No apostrophe S for the regular plural possessive nouns. Once again, regular plural possessive nouns do not take an S after the apostrophe. Why? Because they already end with an S. So all they need is the apostrophe. That's it. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at a couple of examples. Here we go. So remember, no apostrophe S. No, only the apostrophe. So look at my peaches, right? And the cores of the peaches, right? So peaches, plural, ends in an S, right? So we do not need another S. So peaches cores. That's it. All we need to do is add the apostrophe to the owner. Remember, we always need to make sure that we are adding the apostrophe to the possessor, to the owner, okay? Because it's showing ownership. The cores belong to the peaches, okay? Let's go ahead and look at another example. Here we go. Remember, no apostrophe S, only apostrophe. That's it. So look at my school buses, right? These are school buses and these are drivers, right? So buses, drivers, buses, end with an S, right? Because it's a regular plural noun. So all it needs is an apostrophe at the end. Right? That's it. We don't need to add anything else but the apostrophe to show ownership. So now we have the buses drivers, right? Okay, perfect, friends. Okay, so with that, we have actually arrived at our practice time. Okay, so first let's go ahead and look at this one. Let's go ahead and do them together, and then I'm going to drop a link so that you guys can complete the activity that has been provided for you by the H level A curriculum. Okay, so this one we are going to turn the underlined words into possessive nouns. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the first one. The first one says, the text by Arbiter tells about enabling people who drink too much alcohol. So, how can I make that into a possessive noun? So, who owns what? Yeah, Arbiter owns the text, right? So, it should be Arbiter's text, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the next one. She says alcoholism is a problem of a family. So who owns what? Okay, so the family owns the problem, right? So family's problem, right? Okay, very good. How about the next one? For example, a husband of a woman might drink too much and not go to work. So who owns what? In this case, she doesn't own him, but he belongs to her, sort of, right? So woman's husband, right? Okay, so let's look at number 4. The woman may call the boss of her husband to say he is sick. So who belongs to what or who owns what? The husband's boss, right? So husband's apostrophe S boss, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and look at number 5. She's not helping with the problem of the man. So who has what? The man is the one with the problem, right? So the man's problem. MAN apostrophe S problem. The man's problem. Correct? Okay. Very nice. So just want to remind you to click on the link so that you can complete the activity. Okay. And with that, we have arrived at the end of another amazing lesson. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for being here with me. And I will see you next time.